Hello and welcome to ITV News Westcountry with Seb and Ellie. The student from Wells Cathedral School says there is more to life with Tourettes than its inaccurate label of the swearing disease.
15-year-old Wilamena Dyer is an accomplished musician and has lived with physical tics since she was 4, but wasn't diagnosed until she was in secondary school.
Now she's teamed up with 19-year-old Seren from Cheltenham, and together they're sharing their experiences on social media during Tourette's Action Month. Charlotte Gay has been hearing their stories.
As soon as I sort of think about my tics, they get worse. That's quite common. But when I'm playing, there is like your whole brain is being used, it's being focused, it's being immersed in the music, whether that's like the movements or thinking about the technique or the musicality. I always describe it as the bit of my brain that makes me tic is too busy to think about it.
Wilamena's clearly a dab hand at the marimba, but with years of dedication at Wells Cathedral School, she's now performing in the National Youth Orchestra, and her Tourette's are part of her day-to-day life.
Movements are happening all the time, so it may not look like I'm ticking right now, but I am. I'm tensing my shoulders and my tummy, so sometimes you don't even know if someone's ticking.
Hi guys!
Wilamena isn't the only one wanting to change the reputation of Tourette's. Seren in Cheltenham has been using her TikTok to share what it's really like.
I have Tourette's syndrome, but what does that look like for me?
I'd say the first word that pops into my head is exhausting. I'm always moving and I can't control it, so it takes up a lot of energy.
As an ambassador for the charity Tourette's Action, Seren is often having to correct people on their misconceptions about the condition.
A lot of people seem to think that Tourette's is a result of bad parenting, when actually it's a disability and we can't control it. And that causes a lot of harm to a lot of kids who just grow up trying to suppress their tics and hide it from everybody.
Social media has been there to record the highs and the lows. But both young women have had to wait years for their diagnoses, which makes a huge difference to the way they're treated during their education.
The thought of having to be quieter or more still, it just brings them out. So having to sit in a room with lots of people being quiet, trying to do an exam under pressure, trying to get the best mark, but that's not what you're concentrating on, because the one thing you're trying to do is not tic.
The group of health experts who informed the NHS have no official guidelines on how to diagnose Tourette's. For the Dyer family, they were left without answers when Wilamena was ticking so much it was like epilepsy and she needed to use a wheelchair.
My kind of understanding of Tourette's syndrome was it was people that swore. That's what the press, that's what the media, that's what the world had told me. So that does exist. But the vast majority of people with tics or Tourette's syndrome, they don't have that. And a lot of them will end up in a wheelchair at some stage.
Tourette's does make you stand out. And while no teenager wants to be labelled, they do want to be understood. Charlotte Gay, ITV News.
It's amazing, isn't it? Because we talk so much about social media and some of the negative impact, but look at them using it. It's just brilliant, amazing.
Changing awareness of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Absolutely.